It's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking college hoops, headed to the SEC, where Florida is headed to Arkansas. It's President's Day week, which means we've got a nice little code for 20% off the entire site of picksandparlays.net. Use the code USA. Arkansas favored at home, minus 3.5, total of 150 and a half. We've got the Gators, who come in at 10-5, 8-7 against the spread. Meanwhile, Arkansas 16-5 this year and 13-7 against the number. We've got Craig Trapp joining us to break this one all down for us. Craig, what stands out to you about these two SEC squads?
Well, the layoff for Florida is definitely going to be a problem. We've seen in tons of teams, good teams, that have come back and they just take a game or two to get back into the swing of things. And they're facing an Arkansas team coming off a huge win on Saturday, beating at Missouri, winning in overtime, a very good Missouri team. Before that, a big win at Rupp Arena, even though Kentucky's not great, still getting a win at Rupp Arena is never easy. So this team has been very, very good. Arkansas 5-1 the last 6 games against the spread. So, when you initially look at this at Chelsa, I just don't know how you get around not taking Arkansas minus the points here.
Yeah, and I think, I can't remember if we talked about this in the video or before the video, but Arkansas really solid at home, 12-1 straight up and 8-4 against the number at home. And also, they can lock up a double bye in the SEC tournament with a win over Florida here, and also trying to get that 2 seed in that SEC tournament so they don't have to play Alabama at least until the championship game. Looking forward to that. So this is a big game for Arkansas, and especially at home. And this has been an Arkansas team that's been about space and pace, one of the higher tempo teams in all of the country. Coach Musselman there has been really solid for Arkansas, taking his shirt off. I don't think he's solid for doing that, but he's done a great job of hyping these guys up and getting these guys to score in transition. And there's some bad matchups, I think, here. Florida gives up an average of 13.9 turnovers a game, which ranks 221st in the nation. And then you've got Arkansas, like I said, that likes to score in transition and averages 8.2 steals per game, which is 29th in the country. So I think I see Arkansas scoring a lot in transition here. And they're just overall a good scoring team, ranking 7th in the country, 82 points per game. So I think the number is a little short here. And then talking about a COVID layoff, we've seen some of these numbers. It looks like teams are averaging on average about 2 points less than their expected output when they're coming off a layoff of 11 to 14 days, which is what we'll see with Florida here. Looking at this total of 150.5, do you have any leanings?
You nailed it right on the head. You got a team coming off a layoff, a team that loves to push the pace. I could see where this would be trending towards the over, and then Arkansas be up by a lot. Maybe Florida play some of the bench players late if the game's not close, and that'd be a problem. But I mean, both these teams have trended to the over. Arkansas 3 of the last 4 games, although the last one was needed the overtime to get that. But I don't know. I think I would stay away from the total here just because with Florida with the layoff. I will say the one caveat you have to say is Florida had 2 impressive wins their last 2 road games. That win at West Virginia is very tough. And then they had a win at Georgia. So those were 2 impressive wins on the road. But I just think Arkansas is way more talented on offense. And right now, with Florida on the layoff, it's just too much to overcome. So I'm going to take Arkansas minus the number here and what should be an impressive win. And to follow up that big last 2 wins on Kentucky and Missouri, I think Arkansas does that again tonight and covers again.
Right. Florida's been kind of an anomaly because they've beaten some really solid teams like West Virginia and Tennessee when they were not supposed to, but then they'll lay an egg on any given night and lose to South Carolina. So I think they're capable of winning here, but I think 9 times out of 10, I'd take Arkansas on the points. So that's where I would be headed on this one. But that's going to do it for our college hoops talk here on Picks and Parlays. Great stuff from Craig Trapp. As always, Craig, thanks for joining us.